I was happy to find out that I was happy to find out about filmmaking. I found filmmaking was more exciting and enjoyable than multimedia. I took 2 classes in filmmaking this year. I took a lighting class and a camera class, and I really enjoyed it. I also learned how to meditate that year. I, I, I learned a meditation. I learned a specific meditation. I learned a meditation where I could send light to the planet for healing purposes by visualizing healing light surrounding the planet and visualizing this light, getting rid of fear, suffering, and instead replacing it with love. Sending light to the planet involves visualizing light coming from the source of God. Through your heart chakra, then you visualize this light going through your heart chakra and then into the planet. Then you visualize the light hitting the planet, and then you visualize the light filling this planet and including everyone and everything in this planet in it. And then it transforms, gets rid of fear, and then transmutes it into love. This light will also help people become more aware of the truth too. I went on many road trips this year that involved sending light to the planet. I did it while driving. I noticed that listening to music made the energy work even more effective. The meditation felt extremely powerful and enjoyable. I often felt ecstatic when doing it. At the end of this year, I decided to take a day-long 600-mile road trip to Florida and back, all in one session while sending light the entire time. I didn't even get tired, and it felt amazing. I learned being tired and fatigued is an illusion, and when you do it is illusion when you look at it in the perspective of you're doing something good, helping people, and it becomes enjoyable. There are other great achievements that I learned this year that helped me spiritually grow too. I learned that when you serve and help others, it is supposed to be enjoyable. The main motive in serving and helping others is the joy in doing it and knowing that it helps you in many ways, and it helps you evolve and them evolve to the truth. I went on many road trips to have spiritual experiences, and I learned more spiritual wisdom. I found going on road trips was a great way to help me awaken and be in a love, God, acceptance perspective. I learned visualize and believe things happening actually will make them happen. I call it creating. The reason why this happens is because you're connected. You are made in the image of God. I learned that creating is the same thing as karma and the law of attraction. I learned that you can pull what energy you want from the universe you want. It's simply putting your awareness onto it. If you need an idea about something, you can try pulling that idea out of the universe and meditating on it, and the answer will come. I also learned to enjoy the now moment. Whenever I enjoyed the now moment, I found the feeling to be really amazing. Whenever I did this, I tried to enjoy each moment like it was the last minute in my life. You got to live like you're dying, is my favorite quote. I learned that taking in the now moment to an intense amount helps you open up in many ways, in terms of awakening to the truth. Broadening your awareness, seeing like how God sees in an unlimited way. I eventually realized that I could achieve the safe state as I would if I were to have a girlfriend by loving myself more. At the end of this year, I started setting a goal to master that. I spent 2 months of intense focus on trying to love myself completely. I understood the law of attraction and that helped enhance myself. I pulled in energies from the universe that I thought was beautiful. I then became a part of it. I then tried to integrate that within my being. Knowing that I was connected was what helped, was the main fundamental concept that helped me do that. After about 2 months, I started loving myself to the point that I didn't feel like I needed a girlfriend anymore. I now love myself for the first time completely. I went on road trips and had positive, enjoyable experiences as if as if I would if I were to have a girlfriend. I learned that when you connect to other things, you may not always see it, but you'll know that you're a part of it and still enjoy it. I felt that when I knew I was connecting to the trees, clouds, ideas, positive emotions, and intuition, I knew I was part of it and enjoyed it and learned new things. I, however, found it more and more difficult to let go of ego and pride. It was getting harder to let go of pride because I enjoyed loving myself and feeling lucky to feel these feelings. It kind of made me feel superior. I also wanted to have a girlfriend, but I realized loving myself helped me experience what it felt, helped me experience feelings as if I had a girlfriend. That was almost as amazing as that. I was also afraid that if I had a girlfriend anytime soon, I wouldn't be able to enjoy it to the fullest if I would have let go of pride. And enjoy it to the fullest, loving myself. I felt like since I became aware of being afraid to let go of pride, I would become more of a jealous person. I knew that being jealous of someone is not loving part of God, and it wasn't helping me spiritually grow. I was so afraid to let go of pride that I would lie to myself sometime and say, I was so afraid to let go of pride, I actually lied to myself, and sometimes said that I was supposed to have ego and feel prideful, and that would help you spiritually grow. I would try to find evidence to convince myself of the lie. I try to find evidence that being prideful actually helps you spiritually grow and see things like how God sees things. I would immediately try to debunk these thoughts and challenge it. I would hope maybe one of these days I would let go of pride. Maybe I would. Well, let's see what happens on the year 2012.